With Senator Ted Cruz all but guaranteed to not have any mathematical possibility whatsoever of winning the Republican nomination after today's primaries, a lot of people are questioning, why does Ted Cruz continue to be in this race? And the answer is very simple. Ted Cruz is a liar. Ted Cruz is a selfish, self-centered narcissist. And this is very evident when you look at this Politico article that I will hyperlink in the description section of this video. He was instrumental in the 2013 government shutdown, and by instrumental, I mean not in a good way. And thanks to his blustering and his barking, he made a lot of noise, and he unnecessarily extended the length of the government shutdown. But at the end of the day, he did not have a clear solution. This is, quite frankly, this is reminiscent of a lot of what is going on, what is wrong with this culture. A lot of people are screaming about their rights and privileges, and yet will not take any responsibility for those rights and those privileges. This quote by a fellow Republican senator, I think, really sums up the character of Ted Cruz. He writes, "It's pretty evident it's never been about a strategy. It's been about him. That's unfortunate. I think he's done our country a major disservice. I think he's done Republicans a major disservice." I find it ironic then that at the time in 2013, when he was blustering and making this government shutdown go longer than necessary, I find it ironic that at that time, he was the one that was causing a lot of trouble for the Republicans. And now he uses that very same criticism against Donald Trump. I mean, Donald Trump, when you think about it, because he's not a politician, he couldn't possibly cause that much damage to the Republicans. But Ted Cruz certainly did. Oh yes, Ted Cruz damaged the integrity of the Republican Party. He also lashed out and called other fellow Republican senators cowards for not aggressively combating Obamacare. Now, what kind of team player is that? What kind of unity does that present? A lot of people forget these things, but these things are very recent. I mean, they just happened little more than 3 years ago. 3 years ago. This is recent history. And this also confirms a pattern of personality disorders, I would call it. Ted Cruz is, he says one thing, but he does completely the opposite. And then he has no shame in forgetting about what he just did, and he'll say another thing again, and it's just this web of lies. And for some reason, the American public really haven't caught on to this, but it's time now. This guy, Ted Cruz, he's not trusted, he's busted.